Part 5. What the fuck am I doing making a part 5? What am I doing in my life, bro? But anyway, man, man's got to finish this story, innit? Boom. So, passed the motorbike test. In that time, obviously, I'm waiting to hear a response from the vendor for this property. The guy's not responding to the estate agent. Man's getting bare, like, impatient. Yeah, because I want to buy this property. Now I've got my heart set on it. I'm like, yeah, I want to do this. I want to do that with the property. Yeah, I'm going to put the sofas here and that. So I'm starting to visualize it and get excited and that. Boom, it's 2 weeks gone by. Prior to me taking the test, I said to myself, if I pass this motorbike test first time, I'm going to get a call from the estate agent on the same day that I pass this motorbike test saying that the vendor has accepted my offer. Pass the motorbike test at like 11, 12 o'clock, yeah? I'm in the barber's chair at like 4 or 5 o'clock that same day. I remember like it was yesterday. Big up man like John Barber, he was cutting my hair. It's like 5 o'clock, but it's pitch black. Remember these times, December, it's pitch black at 5 o'clock. I get a phone call. I said to my barber, John, this is an important phone call, because I saw it was from the estate agent. I went outside, the guy's like, yeah, hi Jelani, it's Ashley from Focal Point Estate Agents and that. Just good news, yeah, I want to let you know, yeah, that the vendors accepted the offer. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew on the day that I passed my motorbike test that my offer was going to get accepted by the vendor and that. So boom, passed the motorbike test. Yeah, got the house offer approved and that. Boom. So I passed my motorbike test on the Friday. Yeah, for some reason on Saturday and Sunday, I didn't take out the motorbike. I think I had something to do, and I had to set up the insurance and whatnot, innit? So I didn't take out the motorbike on Saturday and Sunday, because these times I'm legit to drive now. I've got the motorbike test done. What happened was, the reason why I didn't take out the bike on a Saturday and Sunday, and that's because I had no MOT and no tax. So on Monday, this how you know I was a fucking crook when it come to work, yeah. So I've got my motorbike test. I passed my motorbike test, but I have no tax, no MOT on the motorbike. The bike's in the back garden. I never took it out, not one time. On Monday, I took my work. I went into work with my car, picked up my work van, drove around Broadwater Farm, so it looks like on the tracker I've started work and that. And then I drove my van to where I usually park my van, got out the van, jumped in the car at like 9 o'clock and gone back home, yeah? These times I'm supposed to be working, you know. Boom. I've taken the motorbike. I think I've insured the motorbike. I've taken the motorbike down to this garage where I can get my bike MOT'd, yeah? Took the motorbike down to the MOT garage and then got it taxed, yeah? So now I've got my bike license, I've got MOT, I've taxed it because I've got an MOT, and I've got insurance. Now I'm ready and legit to ride this motorbike and that. Man's got my leather gear on and that. Blood, that was the second best day of my life, blood. Taking that motorbike out for the first time. I remember it like it was yesterday. My mum's all taking pictures of me. Obviously the levers are brand new and they're tight, because obviously prior to this, man had to buy the levers and that. Spent about probably $1,000 or £800 on levers. Yeah, because the boots are like $250. The suit was like $500 or something like that. Or maybe it was $250 at a discount. The helmet's like $250 and that. Man spent a lot of money on the levers and that, and the bike gear and that. So I remember like a crook. I was riding around on the motorbike here in Tottenham, fucking about and that, when I was supposed to be at work. And imagine, I saw my manager, you know, Lee. He drove past me in the work van and I looked him dead in his eyes. He looked me in my eyes, but he didn't clock it was me, because obviously man's got a helmet on and a balaclava and that. But I saw him. He saw me, but he didn't know it was me, innit? So and at the moment, man still got that Yamaha R6. It used to be like the darkest gunmetal grey you could find, almost looked black, but it was actually a special grey. The Polish guy I was telling you about, the Eastern European guy I was telling you about, he was a spray technician. The bike used to be white, but then he sprayed it this dark grey, almost black colour. and like it had like glitter in the paintwork as well. Eventually, I sprayed it candy red, and that's why the bike is now red. Now, some cheeky guy in the comment section like, oh, that's a lovely bike. You know the bike, the video that I made where I'm playing the Suspect song, Lose My Breath. And I'm filming like when I'm in Wood Green and that, and I got a lot of pictures and that when I was younger, when I was 19 and that. Obviously, that was a red R125, but at the moment, obviously, I got a red R6. And a man's trying to take the piss and say, oh yeah, man, nice R125. I didn't even bother respond to it, fam. Because that's a big violation. That's a big disrespect trying to say that man's riding a 125 when it's an R6. A man knows it's blatantly an R6 in the first video. Yeah, the initial video, which is more recent than that. But a man's trying to take the piss, but man don't even respond to it. You're lucky I'm even mentioning it now, innit? So, yeah, it's candy red and that. Obviously, man's come off the bike, couple tires and that, whatever, innit? Yeah, not no mad accidents or nothing, but yeah, I just enjoy riding motorbike. That is my greatest hobby. Riding motorbike, especially going on the ride outs. Man's been on some sick ride outs, 30, 40 man deep, you know, going down to Southend, linking up with their next 20 random man, yeah, going to Ace Caf, yeah, starting off there, doing it. Listen, riding motorbikes is the best experience ever. Obviously, it's mad fucking dangerous, isn't it? And for the most part, a lot of people will say, oh, riding motorbike is dangerous. There's a lot of dumb drivers on the road. There are dumb drivers on the road, but I promise you this. For the most part, 90% of the time when man have these accidents on motorbikes, it's because it was the motorbike rider's fault. Yeah, he might say, oh yeah, I was on the motorway and I was doing 70 on the road at the time of the accident, because most men lie. But even if certain man was doing 70 miles an hour at the time of the accident, which is the legal speed limit that you're allowed to do on a dual carriageway or motorway and that, what was you doing 5 minutes before? You had that front wheel up in the air, 110 miles an hour. If you didn't have that front wheel up in the air doing 110 miles an hour 5 minutes ago, you wouldn't have been at that position of the road at that time doing the legal speed limit to get knocked off your bike and that. So, but we live in a society where people don't take accountability for their situations that they end up in and that. So, yeah, man. For the most part, my motorbike riding is a little bit dangerous and that. But for the most part, it's the motorbike riders. It's their fault as to why they get involved and they end up in these collisions and that. Because I promise you, the way they were riding during or before the accident, they wouldn't have passed their test riding like that. So therefore, they're not riding properly in it. But yeah, respect if you made it this far. Yeah, what is this, part 5 or something like that? I've never done a part 5. I don't think I would do a 5 parts of a video in it. So yeah, I laugh if the guy that left this comment didn't even get this far to get this far into the video and that. But anyway, respect for watching to the end if you've made it this far. Stay wise, ton now.